犬さんが写った写真落としてしまった。
だから出題範囲が広いんだよな。
いや、そうなんですよね。
もうほっときなさい。かっこいい。何この超絶かっこいい男の人は。もしかしてアーニャちゃんのお父様。
So this episode of Spy Family, the obvious thing was the main focus of this episode definitely wasn't where it ended. So I'll touch on the end. That way we can talk about the rest of the episode. So the end of the episode really focuses on introducing us to, I guess, the lady, Full Metal Lady, which is just, the handler that Lloyd has. And I love how it said her age was unknown. Like, that's never going to be a thing. Like, the mystery will continue. But the episode basically ends with showing how Lloyd communicates with his handler, showing how the information kind of gets disposed and communicated between the East and the West. So that is all interesting stuff. I love, my favorite part of the ending of the episode is when the handler asked about Operation Strix. I love how Lloyd, with the straightest face, gave a mission report, and it's really just that Anya can jump over 2 stuffed animals, 2 elephants, and that she could do jump rope now. I think that has to be the most endearing thing, as he gave a very, very serious report about something so silly, and even the handler was like, oh, yes, and she's like, what the hell is he talking about? So obviously, I think that is absolutely hilarious. Then we get the preview for next episode where it looks like Uncle Yuri is going to be Anya's tutor. Obviously she's probably going to be facing some academical kind of hurdles that she has to jump over, and he's going to be helping with her. And I also love at the end of the episode how yours cooking is now a continual running joke week over week. And I love how it basically shows us how Yuri, he's basically unkillable at this point, to the point of it was even told to us that he got hit by a truck. So obviously that's hilarious. And all of that stamina, all of that willpower is built by yours cooking. So I love how those two things kind of continue to be like a running joke. And now I think we have an extra joke with the Full Metal Lady as well in the agent handler. So that's kind of how the episode ended. Overall, this episode, fire episode, really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really funny. Easily 8 or 9 out of 10 episode, really solid. So the rest of the episode really kind of focuses around, Anya trying to exude her plan. It goes from the dog plan to the griffin plan, where she's initially trying to share her newfound doghood or newfound dog ownership with Damien, trying to impress him with Bond. That completely fails, but what she does do is she gets additional admiration from Becky, who has kind of been watching a lot of like love shows, and she sees a picture of Lloyd. So her little friend now, Becky, totally has a thing for Papa Lloyd, which that in itself is pretty funny as well. So I think that was definitely a moment there where you have Becky full on crush mode on Lloyd, even so much so making her art after him, telling the teacher that during a art, like an animal art exhibit or arts and crafting, that she created Lloyd and that we're all animals, and how the teacher was like, that is elegant. Absolutely love that. I thought that was hilarious. So overall, Anya's plan for the dog plan, it failed. So she swaps over to the griffin plan. Thankfully, some of her, telepathic abilities come, and she finds out that, hey, Damien just wants to impress his dad. So she goes full on for the Griffin plan, which is helping him create the Griffin. That fails stupendously, and she tries to create jets for the Griffin. She tries to create legs for the Griffin. It just all fails over and over. And she ends up, getting real hurt by his words. He ends up saying F off Anya, and she ends up trying to help him anyways because of how serious he was. And this little kid ends up winning the gold medal from some hodgepodge art thing, and Damien couldn't even believe it. But that's really what art is at the end of the day. It's how anybody is kind of looking and perceiving it. So the fact that he won based on Anya's addition, which she tried to put a partner griffin to display their love in the sky, and the way that they perceived the teachers were that it was the griffin had lost their little baby griffin, so they were like all emotional about it, but that wasn't the way that it actually happened at all. So things overall that I really liked about the episode is I like how, continually Anya and Damien continue to get closer. I like how Damien continually opens up, so much so that he has the opportunity to kind of go home even for like a break and stuff, but he decides to kind of stay there. Then the main reason he decides to stay there is because of his closeness that he's getting with Anya over and over and over again as time goes on. So I find that really, really cute. I like how Anya continues to, kind of hash these plans and they keep failing, but they're actually working. But what they're working for is her getting close to Damien, not necessarily her completing her mission, which is getting in bed, not in that sense, but like kind of getting close to Damien's dad so that Lloyd can swoop in. So it's working, just not in the way that she wants. I love the companion in Becky and the comedical kind of like elements that she continually provides us over and over. She's a great complementary character to Anya. And then I like how the anime can continually swap over to like this really serious vibe when it comes to Operation Strix, when it comes to Lloyd, when it comes to this bigger, hierarching story that we have. And then you throw Yor in the mix in there, right, with her assassination stuff and with Yuri and the brother and everything. And it just continues to be this melting pot of just awesomeness and goodness. So overall, I think episode 5 of Core 2, absolutely killer. This episode came out and was just a really funny episode where 75% was all taken up by this art project. Really loved that. Sprinkle on top is ending with the Operation Strix and the Full Metal Lady Handler, seeing some of that. And then obviously they put a sprinkle on top of sprinkles. They put a little whipped cream on it with the whole Yuri not dying over and over again with Yor's cooking. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode, of course, in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the dog plan, the griffin plan. Let me know what you think about, Damien and Anya continually getting closer and where you see that going. Obviously, if you know already by facts and source material, don't put any kind of spoilers in the comments. But let me know what you guys think. And, of course, I'll see you guys next Saturday. You guys, depending when you're watching this, but if you're watching in real time, have a great Halloween weekend. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.